Hi everyone, I'm Charlene from So Dressmaking, and today I am going to share with you the outfits that I wore and my daughter wore for her first Holy Communion. So I'm not sure how much I've spoke about this, but yeah, Emily made her first Holy Communion there, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, and I hoped that she would want me to make her dress. My mum made my dress and she made my sister's dress. And it was just always something that I really, really hoped she would want me to do. Now she knows her own style. She very, very much knows her own style. And yeah, I think she was a wee bit back and forth at one stage about whether she wanted me to make it or not. But then eventually she finally did decide that she did want me to make it. So we went to a local shop. I know the girl that owns it, so she let Emily try on some dresses to get an idea of what she wanted, which was great because I think what we both thought she would like ended up not working for her at all. So we ended up going for something different. She knew straight away as soon as she put on every dress exactly what she wanted and what she didn't want, which was great. And then we went to our local shop to Craftswoman Fabrics and picked out the fabric. And again, now she did have a slightly different idea of what she wanted when we were going there, but as soon as she was in, she looked at the fabric, she picked one, and that was it. She knew exactly what she wanted, and I love that about her. I love that she's so confident in her style and that she knows what she likes and what she doesn't like. So I will put pictures in. This hasn't been washed yet, so it does need to get probably a hand wash. So this is the dress, and I just love it so much. So it is a white satin with then a white tulle overlay with these gorgeous wee pearls on it. So the fabric came like this. I just think it's absolutely stunning. It's so lovely. There are a few pearls missing because she was twisting them off during the mass, and yeah. But anyway, you can't tell, there's a lot of pearls there, so it was fine. But yeah, and then the back, oh, honestly, I just absolutely adore it. I am so, so happy with how it turned out. So happy that she had her vision and that we figured it all out. So she knew from trying dresses on, she didn't want a big sleeve, she didn't want sparkles, and she didn't want like too much sort of embellishment going on. So I think the pearl tulle worked perfectly for her. It had enough detail so that it wasn't plain, but it still kept it really simple and elegant. One of the dresses she tried on had like a sort of the pearl, and I think there was beads around the neckline and around the sleeves, and she knew she really wanted that. So these were all hand sewn on then. And I think with a lot of dresses, and because I've done alterations on a lot of communion dresses and bridal dresses too, because these were hand sewn on, they kind of nearly were like floating on the edge of the fabric, whereas normally they would be further in a wee bit, so they would still be there, but they wouldn't be just quite on the edge. So I think that gave it a really nice touch. And she knew she wanted the V at the back as well. She knew she wanted a bow. We had a bigger bow, and I'll put a photo in, and it just wasn't right. I think it took away from everything else. And because everything else felt so simple and elegant, I think just the plain bow, I think it was just enough. Maybe we were wrong, I'm not sure, but yeah, there was like a longer sort of trail coming down from the bow, and it was beautiful, but it just wasn't right for the dress. So we were getting the fabric, and the lady in the shop, Craftswoman, if you're from Northern Ireland, you'll know it's a fantastic shop. This trim was available and it matched the pearls on the skirt perfectly. So it was expensive, but it was worth it because we got a meter off it. She didn't need the meter, and it meant then I could take the beads off this and put them around here, so everything matches really, really well. So the pattern I used was the Little Lizard King Arundel dress, which is the same pattern I've made for my niece now twice for her birthday. It has like the heart cut out at the back, but because I'd made it before, I was confident with the fit and the drafting. was also, so the front, they had the plain front, which was what we wanted, and it had the cap sleeves again, which was what we wanted, and the circle skirt. So she didn't want any net or tulle or anything too big underneath. So the circle skirt, the full circle, gave it enough swoosh and movement without it being too big. And because she is so tall and slim, I think anything bigger was just gonna, the dress would be wearing her, she wouldn't be wearing the dress. And yeah, so I think this shape just worked so well for her. The only thing it didn't have was the back. It has, the back on that dress has like a, either a circle opening or the heart shaped opening, but I was able to just cut that out and then cut it on full instead of using the cut out part, and then just change it into the wee V shape, and that was it. The bow was rectangles. So we have the rectangle, so there's the lining, the satin, and then the tulle, and then I just used some of the beaded trim around the middle here. There is the wee clips here to take it on and off. She didn't actually need them, she could slip it on and off as it was, get the zip up and down. So yeah, I love it so much. She loved it, she had a great day, and yeah, it was really special to see her wearing it and to feel so confident in wearing it. She looked gorgeous. She wore just some really simple silver jewellery and white trainers with pearls and satin ribbons, which again is just so Emily. She knew really that she would wear them more, she'd feel more comfortable in them. It's a full length dress, so you didn't actually see the shoes anyway. So yeah, it was just all perfect and beautiful, and so pleased with it. So yeah, I think this is going to need to go into the hand wash now. I did find bits of grass stuck in the hem too. But yeah, and it didn't take that long to make. Once we had the fit right, I'd say if I had like 2 days with no disruptions, I could probably get it made again. So yeah, really, really pleased. Really just love everything about it. So then for me, I knew I didn't want a dress. I think that was the main thing that I sort of thought from the start. I wasn't really keen. I'm not really feeling dresses at the moment. I'm not really wanting to wear them. So I was going to make wide leg trousers, and I had this satin from Rainbow Fabrics, which I got at the Stitch Festival, and it's a viscose satin. It is amazing. It has the nicest weight. It is just so lovely. And I had thought I would make wide leg trousers, and then I was going to do the top part of the Jen jumpsuit as a top, so that I could wear them separately then as well. And then couldn't decide on a trouser pattern and thought, what am I doing? This is just making things really complicated for myself. Make the jumpsuit, which is what I did. So because my own pattern, I knew the fit, so I ended up sizing down one size on the bodice and then keeping the trousers the same fit, and it worked so well. Because this is a heavier satin, I ended up doing the channels across the back for the elastic. I just did not think the shearing would work well with this heavier fabric, because I have used probably a similar weight of denim, maybe a wee bit heavier, but I wasn't too keen on having to try and figure out the right settings for the shearing and then it to go wrong. So I thought the elastic would be an easier option, and it did work really well. It fitted really well. So yeah, the only thing I wish I had done, and I probably would have done if I'd had more time, was add pockets. So I should have added on wee like slash opening pockets there, but it's okay. I didn't really have anything to carry about all day anyway. So yeah, and I just absolutely love it. Love the fabric, love the shape. Yeah, just so pleased with it. I think I would say the fabrics that I've used for Jen so far are probably more wintry fabrics, wintry colours. And then I have my denim one, which I can wear sort of all year round anyway. But I do think now I really want something, a summer one. And maybe a linen I think would be lovely for summer. And now that I have it sized down in the bodice and the fit is working really well, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So yeah, I need to have a wee look in my stash and see what fabrics I have and what I could use to make one for summer. Linen or maybe like a cotton would be lovely too. So yeah, that is definitely, and because it was satin and quite slippy and the bodice is lined in the same fabric, it was really easy to slide up and down. So I didn't need to put in the zip at the side, which obviously sped things up quite a lot too. I do think I probably could have done with it a wee bit more fitted at the waist, but I wore my black and gold Suzanne belt and then gold accessories with it, so that worked really well. So that just nipped it in that wee bit at the waist that I needed. So yeah, I didn't need to worry about the zip, which was great. So yeah, that was what I wore, and yeah, it was an amazing day. Such a good, amazing weekend. The girls ended up here. We had a bouncy castle in the back garden. All Emily's friends were here basically all weekend playing and having the best time. The weather was unreal. It was that really, really lovely warm weekend 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it was just a brilliant weekend. So pleased with our outfits. I think they just turned out, obviously I'm biased, but I think they turned out amazing. I'm so happy with them. So yeah, that's it. I am hopefully going to do another wee video soon with some of my makes from recently. I am working on a few different things. I'll show you quickly one that I'm working on. So I have been working on this Charlie jacket in a black, it's like a piqué denim from Rainbow Fabrics, and I got it at the Northern Ireland Knit Stitch Show last year. I'm doing silver top stitching on it, and I have a little remnant of my Dior cotton on the inside for the yoke, and then this artisan little rosy cheeks label, which I love. So there's going to be a lot more top stitching here. I have done the sort of double top stitching on the sleeve, which I'm really pleased with, and the buttons will be, I got one in here if you can see them. So it's the buttons that decided the top stitching on its way. Hang on. So there are these little lobster buttons, hopefully you can see them, in silver. I got these from Fabric Godmother and I only got 4. I think I had thought they'd maybe work on like a wee jacket or like a cardigan or something, but if I'm using them on this I need more, so I am waiting on more coming. I thought my delivery would have been here today, but it's not going to be here till Monday, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's not like I don't have other things to be sewing in the meantime anyway. But yeah, I can get the rest of this finished then before the buttons come, so I'm really excited. I had said this would be a great sort of plain, wear anytime jacket, keep it really neutral, really simple, and yeah, yet again I've just gone completely off piste and yeah, gone for the silver top stitching, but I am really happy that I have. I mean, I think I'll probably wear this quite a bit, especially during the summer, and I wear a lot of silver jewellery and stuff anyway, and I have my black and silver boots, or black boots with silver zips for winter. So yeah, I think the silver is a great idea, and I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. I just adore this sleeve so much. I'm really excited to get them on. So yeah, the plan is to get it mostly finished, all the top stitching done, and then I have 4 of the buttons, so I can still plan where the buttons are going to go and get the buttonholes on. And yeah, then whenever my new buttons arrive, then I can get it all finished. And yeah, there's a few other things I have cut out and that I'm working on. I have my new fabrics all pre-washed now from Rainbow Fabrics, and I really want to get stuck into some of them. And yeah, so I am busy, and I've tons of other stuff on that I need to get done too. So yeah, I am going to come on again and do a roundup of what I've been wearing so far in Me Made May. I've been sharing all my outfits on TikTok, because I feel like it's a little more casual on TikTok, and you can just sort of have wee quick chatty videos. And I realised that a lot of my Me Mades I haven't actually shared on there, because I haven't shared that much on there anyway. So it's quite nice being able to share a lot of what I'm wearing there, and yeah, people haven't seen it before. And I'm sharing them all on Instagram too, obviously, but I will do a wee roundup of what I've been wearing so that you can see here as well. And yeah, that's it from me. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye.